Hey Dragonauts, what's dragging on? Astro's Flame back here with another deck. We are looking at Big Red today. Before I get into the deck, please remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the MTGA decks coming out, especially we're only a few weeks away from March of Machines. There's going to be hot new brews coming out and you won't want to miss it. Let's get back to talking about this hot brew. Big Red, what are we doing? Well, ramping up Power Stone synergy, casting in some big mecha to take down the opponent, and a little control element to make sure you don't die along the way. How are we going to get there? Let's talk about the main point of this deck, the big mecha. We're going Skitterbeam Battalion, the 9-mana 4/4, enters the battlefield. If you cast it, get 2 copies of it. You're going to want those. They're hasty, they're 4/4s, they're great. We've got also the Cityscape Leveler, the 8-mana 8/8. When you cast it, or whenever it attacks, blow up a non-land permanent. The control of that permanent will get a Power Stone. We don't care about that. What we care about is the destroy effect. These two are your game enders. This deck wants to ramp up to Cityscape Leveler and Battalion and just plow through your opponent to make sure the game is yours. But like I said, in order to get there, you need to ensure you're not quite dead. We're not really running creatures. I mean, these are our creatures. How are we going to stay alive to get there? Removal. First off, a Flame Blast Bolt and Obliterating Bolts. We are running these for their exile effects. Flame Blast Bolt is great, instant speed 2 damage. If a creature planeswalker would die this way, exile it. In a meta where there are things that can come back from the graveyard, where there are stuff that eats things from the graveyard, exile is a powerful mechanic. Flame Blast Bolt is great for exiling Tenacious Thunderdog, Bloodtithe Harvester, annoying little things that you just want to make sure don't come back at all. Obliterating Bolt in that same vein. If a creature planeswalker die, exile instead. Obliterating Bolt hitting for 4. While it is unfortunately sorcery speed, that 4 damage does matter. This can take down a Bloated Contaminator, a Corpse Appraiser, you know, the things that are just a little bit outside of reach of Flame Blast Bolt. Moving along, you need other removals, so we've got a Braid dealing in 3 or destroying an artifact. Rending Flame, so Sheholder is not a problem for you whatsoever. And the Might Stone and Weak Stone. Functionally ramp for us in addition, either getting us 2 cards for card advantage or giving something -5, -5. If your opponent has a Phyrexian Obliterator or Phyrexian Vindicator, the Might Stone and Weak Stone is your answer to handle those without losing anything or taking damage. Lastly, aggro decks are going to be your biggest vein, so you do need a board clear. Thank goodness we've got Brotherhood's End times 3 in this list, either taking out for 3 damage on each creature and planeswalker, or if you really need to, destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less, but it's kind of bad for us, so I don't advise doing that. Stick to that 3 damage, take out your opponent's board, keep yourself alive. Removal, big critters, that sounds great. Let us talk card advantage in this list. Reckoneer Bankbuster, great card, drawing a card, paying 2 mana and getting some treasure at the tail end. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, getting you ramp with that little Goblin Shaman, digging you 2 cards deeper, super awesome. Chandra, mana ramp or exiling the top card of your library, kind of filtering in here. Koth, the Fire of Resistance though. I love this new card from OB1. Koth is really fantastic in this list since we are playing mono red. A lot of our lands are mountains, and just plussing 2 to go find a mountain to ensure you hit your lands and thin your deck to better your draws is amazing. In addition, that -3 is super helpful in taking down annoying creatures that your opponent has. We are going to have tons of mountains, so Koth from -3 is often going to be able to hit for 4+ damage, which you'll take care of most creatures your opponent has. Lastly, that -7 is actually really strong versus control decks. I've actually used it a couple times. Turns out whenever you're a mountain coming in, dealing 4 to any target is very good, and your opponents can't interact with emblems, and well, they can't stop you from having lands in your hand, so it's a really good game ender. Now, the final piece of the puzzle here for that card advantage, the Visions of Phyrexia. As we know, Sheholder has been a strong staple in the meta. Drawing cards can be very punishing with the Sheholder on board. Visions of Phyrexia is a very helpful way to play around Sheholder and get you card advantage, hopefully drawing you into the removal you need to take down Shelly or other effects your opponent is doing that are just going to make your day not so great, and you want to win the game, so Visions is here to help you. First off, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top of your library. That's right, exile, so you don't draw it. Exile instead. You can play it this turn. So if it's a land, you can play it. If it's a card, you can cast it. At the end step, if you didn't cast anything from exile, you get a Power Stone token. So hypothetically, if you say exile land from the top of Vision's Phyrexia and you don't play it, but instead play a land from your hand, Visions will give you a Power Stone. So if you don't use the card, you at least ramp yourself forward, which is going to make it easier to cast your Leveler, your Skitterbeam Battalion, even using things to funnel for your Bankbuster payment costs, the Might Stone and Weak Stone, all around great. But we love seeing that extra card. Card advantage is the ruler of the meta right now, and Visions is a great way to stick into it. But that's it. It's really, while it looks like a very simple deck, it kind of is. Really, it's play the removal, have the big guns, draw the cards. That's Big Red. What is also nice about the Big Red package here, in all the lands we're playing, we can actually afford to play in Field of Ruin and start to punish decks that are on a triple mana base color, even some of the 2 mana decks. So dual color decks are going to run basics. That's the nature and availability of lands. But a lot of triple color decks, people will get greedy with the mana base. So you can punish them with this Field of Ruin. Destroy their mana base, check if they even have a basic land. If they don't, you have set them back while keeping yourself in a good state and accelerating ahead. Thinning your deck, fixing your color, taking out the opponent's stuff. Absolute A+. And of course, Blast Zone, because we need removal. And Blast Zone is a great piece for this. Let's get into that sideboard though. What is our plan versus control? Well, for control, like I said, card advantage, absolute key in this meta. So Karn Living Legacy, very, very good for the control game. We can ramp ahead with that Power Stone token for +1. We can use that extra mana we've accumulated to pay any amount of mana to start looking at the top cards of our library to go find exactly the card we need. And lastly, once we get to that -7, tapping our artifacts to deal damage to any target. Planeswalkers are extremely hard for your opponent to interact with in this meta, and Karn just being able to continually uptick, make more Power Stone tokens, means a Farewell isn't going to hurt you as much as it may other decks. Even if they do exile your Power Stones, Karn upticking is going to continually make more and more, and that emblem's never leaving. So if you've managed to alter Karn in a control matchup, your Power Stone tokens you can still just use to ping the opponent down and set them on a clock where, while you're just hanging out good. In addition to that, I would also bring in Urbrest, the Heretic Praetor. Disrupts your opponent draws, and again, that exile, getting you an extra card a turn is huge. Plus, it's not bad having a 4/4 hasty to attack and really puts your opponent on the clock. When we're going up against, sorry, I should also finish, I missed a card here. The Urbrest 4 is actually very good against control too. Sometimes, control decks will run artifact interaction. However, though, playing Forge is just a good way to put the game on a clock. This is going to continually make X1 tokens for where X is equal to the number of oil counters on. So, it ticks off at 1, next turn is 2, next is 3. By the time 3 has come down, that's already 6 damage that Urbrest's Forge has put out in attacking. Just a great way to put pressure on a control game to finish and close it faster. Now let's talk about mid-range. What is our mid-range plan? It does really depend on what the mid-range deck is doing. If they are a go-wide mid-range deck, we've got Burn Down the Houses. We also have that 4th Brotherhood's End. If they're reanimation, you've got Unlicensed Heroes, so you can eat up things like Atraxa, Titan of Industry, Phyrexia Fleshgorger. And if they're going for more of a slower strategy, the Filigree Silex can come in here. You can kind of uptick it on some oil counters, bring it in as needed, and then as you're getting counters on your Planeswalkers, if you've brought in Urbrest Forge, the Filigree Silex can go ahead and eat those counters and blast your opponent for 10 or any target and just kind of, nicely finish the game. Just really nice. Also, depending on the mid-range matchup, Forge is also very good. Again, really depends on what your opponent is playing for mid-range. If they are in the Grixis or Jund, any type of mid-range splashing in red, you do need to be wary of a Braid. So I don't recommend it for those matches. But whereas, where they're not really touching red, Forge is very helpful. And lastly, aggro. What are we going to do with the aggro matches? Quite simple. Burn Down the House, Brotherhood's End. The really nice thing with Big Red here is the sideboard strategy is very linear. There isn't a lot to consider. Your cards are very much laid out depending on the type of deck you're going up against. Aggro needs board clear. Mid-range needs other answers. Control needs extra planeswalkers and card advantage. That's how you try it against the different decks. Dragonauts, with that, enjoy the games. Any janky tracks though? Oh dear. One land. I got like 27 in this list. You can do better. No, you really can't. Arena just was really good. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh well, this is what it is. Playing the slow game here against what, Grixis? Yeah, I'll go for Bankbuster here. A Braid in hand, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Michael Sanso, welcome into the Amber Dragon Legion. As a Dragonaut, hope your Friday night is going great, my friend. You're our 9th follow of the week. Enjoy your following months, my friend. So definitely Grixis mid-range, no question about that. I don't want that thing living. Just deny the treasure, keep them off whatever invoke shenanigans they've got going on. At this point, if they just play in She-Holdered, we can Meek Stone, Might Stone it. Okay. That's not Grixis. I'm gonna Braid the Reflection. I know this list. There is only one list that actively plays that. I just go and draw 2. The draw 2 would be really nice here. I think I have to. Oh! Alright. Ooh! Field of Ruin, hello? I like you. Corpse Appraiser eating a Corpse Appraiser. Oh, yeah. This is the other John the Reanimator list. They have like the Grixis Shell, and then they play in the other color. Yeah. There it is. I was gonna say, it's Grixis Reanimator. Alright. Grixis Reanimator. Well, I can deal with that with my Cityscape Leveler. So I'm not worried about that end. I don't just want to cast in Cityscape Leveler, though. I would kind of like to deal with Corpse Appraiser and just get rid of it. And then try to set them back on the land. Oh, they run basics anyway, sorry. Well, I'm glad. That's good. A lot of people get greedy. So there's the Cruelty. Here comes the Atraxa. Comes a bunch of cards. What do we get? Duress, Make Disappear, Brotherhood's End, Bankbuster. Okay. So they're definitely taking Make Disappear, they're taking Duress. Yeah. Cruelty again and everything. Wow. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Brotherhood's End, you don't help me here. Well, I'll boop Atraxa again. They have to Make Disappear, but I still kill it. So at least we took care of Atraxa once. I don't think they Cruelty again. Okay, Duress is fine. They'll probably take the Might Stone, Ink Stone. Yep. I don't think they Atraxa again. Seems like it'd be a mistake. If they do have a Corpse Appraiser, then my Cityscape Leveler is a bit useless. Alright, that's a good sign. It's the Cruelty. And then they're bringing Atraxa back again. Nope, they're tutoring up a card. Well, in the off chance they don't have another cruelty. Unfortunately, I think opponent did just take another cruelty. Yeah, there was no reason for them not to, and I'm forced to choose in there. Because even if I kill Atraxa, they still just then have the cruelty to bring her back, and they have another one in hand. Alright, you know what? Fine, you got it. So I think Urbrask, Hearse, Karn, and Forge. This will let us put on pressure. We can eat away at the graveyard. We can make Power Stone tokens and try to look for some answers to handle things and try to disrupt their card draw. They take the play. Oh, we got the Hearse. Sweet. I don't play that out right away on turn 2. Hey, Goblin Mode, what's going on, friend? How you doing tonight? Happy Friday. What is going on, my friend? Seems like a good deck. It's a fun deck. I feel like good is subjective. I wouldn't classify it as like a meta deck or anything, but it's certainly it's fun. Oh, I'm just rocking things here. Let's go. Fable and the Mirror Breaker. Opponent's not on blue. Fantastic, and then I can just get into like visions of Phyrexia. That's great. It's amazing. I will do Cityscape over here. Yeah, that's fine. Play an Unlicensed Hearse. Just in the off chance they have Atraxa Cruelty. Because if they have Atraxa Cruelty, at least now I can just eat them before like they do any abrading to me or anything. Or at least attempt to. Well. To make their treasure. Yeah, tap land. Shelly! That's fine. Yoink, yoink. Go ahead and draw. Didn't really want to forge there. I need a mountain. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Mountain. Koth. Reasons why Koth is great. Boom. Yeah, let's make some treasure. Boop. Pass the turn. Do I want Koth to die here? Yeah, that's fine. And then we just deny the ability of the Corpse Appraiser. Get up a treasure here. Ooh, Leveler. Ooh. That's kind of schwanky, actually. Let's go Urbrask's Forge. Gate. beautiful. Because you countered the wrong spell. Is there any other target they can eat? Another Mirror Breaker? They can. That's fine. Pass the turn. Uh-huh. The Corpse Appraiser value. Harvester's fine. There you go. Yeah, attack in there. Yep, that is a-okay. I will just take the... not quite the damage. I'll block the 2/2. Alright, what do we exile? Chandra and a land. Chandra and a land. I'm gonna go for... let's go for Chandra first. So then I can boot for 1.
I've never crashed a wedding like this before. You're lucky.
And then I can go for Koth. Disdainful Stroke, that's unfortunate. Alright, sure. It's good that Disdainful Stroke is gone, though. Okay. Copy Harvester. Yeah, this is fine. I'll animate the unlicensed hearse. They really need to be in best of 1. They're just format warping. I don't know. I think that depends on the format, Goblin. I would say for historic, I can understand the point because they do get a little disgusting in what can happen. All right, let's do this and this. Exile those 2. This is a big hearse. But like, you don't want to deny like every strategy, right? And if it was becoming a problem, they would work to answer it. WotC has been pretty good about answering any problematic stuff for decks. Ooh, Karn's kind of nice. Kind of would like the Cityscape Leveler though. That leaves me with 3 up. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Cityscape Leveler. We'll just blow up the Reflection. Right, then they can't do any more of the shenanigans they got going on here. Like, even if they counter it, this trigger's still on the stack. I still blow up the Reflection. Sure. That's fine. Yeah, you can just have it. Oh, it's just recast it, so. They don't get the Power Stone and it's gone. That works for me. I messed up. I wasn't supposed to use Chandra's ability there.
Aw, you're looking a little
I could have played in Karn. Shoot. I was supposed to wait until main phase 2. Welcome back, Cosmic. How you doing? Alright. Slight misplay. Slight misplay. I'm sorry, Karn. I'll miss you. And then they just got the Corpse Appraiser. Then I just have my unlicensed first. That's now a 10-10. So that feels pretty fun. Sure, Cruelty, what are you grabbing? I'm gonna search for a card. Alright. That sounds fair. Is it another Cruelty of Gix? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. Could be in a braid. We do just have like good damage on board next turn, right? Because I can just bring in the Cityscape Leveler, animate the Hearse, and animate my Bankbuster, and suddenly I'm attacking it for 16. And they got 2 little critters. They need Thoughtseize back in Standard. I would love Thoughtseize back in Standard. But the card is... The Thoughtseize is like... arguably broken. Arguably. Oh, we got a 10-10 first. That's kind of cool. Alright, our turn. What do I draw on Visions? Because Visions is a great card. Mountain. Forge. Now, that's curious. I don't really need more Power Stones, so let's go ahead and play that in. Let's Chandra up to 10.
Let's bring things up to a
We'll
simple.
play in an Urabrask's Forge. So my guess is it isn't a braid that they have. Let's go ahead and test that theory. I'll blow up the Cruelty. I don't really care about the other creatures, to be honest. That's fine. So they go down to 1. We pass the turn. Like, Chandra pings and kills them. Atrax is fine. Like, Chandra kills them. Nothing to give you haste. We win with the Planeswalker. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, Zom? How you doing, friend? Welcome in. Ooh. Rending Flame and Visions. Can I make this work? I might be able to make this work. If I can slam down Visions, I can make this work. I really just don't want to hold on to 6. Okay, Harvester, sure. Ooh, another Visions. Double Visions can get really disgusting. Okay, 3 down. That's the turn. Okay, so Trax is already in the graveyard. That might be slightly problematic. So Unlicensed Hearse off the top would be fantastic for us. Rest. I will just go for the Rending Flame on the Blood Tithe Harvester then, so I avoid the 3 damage. It's either Bankbuster or Visions. I'm fine if they take a Visions. I have the second one still, but... The only problem is if this is just now Cruelty on curve, the land, I don't answer Atraxa easily. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. All right, we take that. I'd even love to see like a Field of Ruin off the top. Down. What? Alright, I don't care about that mountain. It's gonna stay in exile. I gotta go for it. Okay, well, the Cityscape lever is actually really useful. That's fine. So even if they cruelty back the Atraxa, I can still kill it. Good, they don't have it. That's great. Fantastic. Love it. Alright, I'm a little less Zaz now, but fine. Ah, Field of Ruin! I got it, chat. I got it! We got the Field of Ruin. We got the Field of Ruin.
I won't stop fighting till you are safe.
Alright.
Give a toast.
What's the bet? Opponent doesn't have the extra black anymore. What's the bet they don't? Ah, they do, damn it. Aw. Alright. Props to the opponent. Outplayed. I was outplayed. Opponent plays basics. Opponent's doing it right. And they got it. Aw, crap. Oh, and 2 more Atraxas. Oh, that's the worst. Brotherhood's End into the top deck crueltied. Yep. Well, not much I can say against that. I've flooded out bad this round too. I would have liked a little less lands, but...
Hey, listen, jerk. Move it.
Might Stone, Weak Stone, and a Koth. Actually... Yes! Koth, buddy.
Stopping Phyrexia is all that
I'm still in it.
catch this.
I'm still in this. I'm sad about losing the Mightstone Weakstone, but I'm still in it. I'm not dead yet. Now do they cruelty back the Atraxa again. And then I have to Cityscape leveler it. This is just getting... Another Atraxa. Holy crap. Did they have all... No, they don't have all their Atraxas. They have 3 of the 4. Jeez. Oh, they didn't take it. They took a Blood Tether Restart. Ah, there's the Abrade. Which is fun if they Abrade. Another Mightstone Weakstone that I can't cast. Alright, let's just plus up Koth here. In the deck. Play in the Cityscape leveler, blow up the Atraxa. See them Abrade the Cityscape leveler. What a weird back and forth thing this is. Atraxa is getting void, seriously. Get another Power Stone. You can play 8 Atraxa in Legacy? No, you play 8 Grizzlebrand in Legacy, Darth. Yep, Koth goes down. That's fine.
War rages on.
Okay, they fabled. Alright. The rest, sure. I have another Cityscape leveler. I'm still going places here. Alright, what am I exiling now? Oh, a Fable! Oh, hey, a Field of Ruin. Actually, hold up. Do I care about the Fable? I can straight up just stop them from hardcasting Atraxa here, right? Because I just take out the planes? I don't care that you tap for red. That's fine. What I want to do is make sure I get the cast trigger off to blow up the Goblin Shaman. Because you don't have the planes anymore. Okay. 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 This is... We're doing things. We doing things. Ah, Corpse Appraiser, damn it. Alright, goodbye one leveler. We're still doing things. Oh, please don't be a second Corpse Appraiser. I think I need to kill the Fable before it gets flipping. Oh no, it's either... Oh, it's another Fable. Okay. Oh, boy. Where's my Skitterbeam Battalion? You know, Battalion? Battalion would be great. That's not Battalion. That is an Herb Rest, though. Don't you min third? What? No, I haven't drawn any Skitterbeam Battalions. I have gone through 2 Cityscape levelers. I want my Skitterbeam Battalion. And I can just do leveler here. You know what? Let's go ahead and cast an Herb Rest as well. Why not? They're Corpse. Oh, yeah. I might. I forget, maybe. I forget there. I forget. Alright, there's the Abrade. I knew that was coming. I had to try. There's no point in attacking here, but we at least know what they're going to draw. Okay, it's a land. And the bonus is, they can't use that land to discard the Fable. Because it's an exile. Fun fact, Urabrask is an exile. Can't discard from exile. And you can't discard to that either. Okay. We're still in this. Point of clarity here. Still in this. Now I get extra draws. Skitterbeam! Skitterbeam! Skitterbeam. Skitterbeam. Does whatever a Skitterbeam can. Skitterbeam. Skitterbeam. Gonna cast in a lot of spells. Skitterbeam. Skitterbeam. Opponent has to block or opponent dies. Skitterbeam. Skitterbeam. Look at us, we're still alive. We win! Hey Dragonauts, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It is always appreciated. Please remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the new decks coming out for MTG Arena. And with that, Dragonauts, as always, keep it living. I'll catch you next time.